Good evening. There's always a real buzz when Ronnie O'Sullivan plays at the Betfred World Snooker Championship, especially towards the end of a season in which he's been so dominant. And yet all was not well for the world number one in the opening session of his match against the amateur James Cahill. The 23-year-old from Blackpool led 5-4 overnight, so when they resumed first thing this morning, everybody was expecting the rocket to blast out of the blocks and redress the balance.
He was really quite blasé about his approach yesterday. Well, there's nothing blasé about that. What a starter.
And another look at the three-ball plant. Oh, but it was. And it was only a second thought to play it.
Outstanding, 84. And the young man makes a big statement.
Wow, another miss, and just gifted this frame now to James Cahill. Disappointing miss, that one.
James Cahill 30.
And this for the century. Superb.
Shot of the match. Just looks to be coming to form just at the correct time.
So from a potential deficit of 9-5, Ronnie drew on 27 years of crucible experience to level the match, and many thought that was the end of Cahill's charge. But as we rejoin it in the 17th, he's at the table on a break of 62. Your commentary comes from John Virgo and Alan McManus.
Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it?
James Cahill
Was that
62.
the winning line looming large? That's all I can think of. Straightforward shot. It's amazing what can be missed. And what a miss that was. So Ronnie O'Sullivan comes to the table. 54 points behind, 75 remaining. Could that be the big turning point in this match? Well, he can't believe it. And this red that Ronnie's played on was, well, these two were the most difficult reds.
7.
And now everything in the open.
Yeah, I've seen many times
14.
how the act of this play. Oh, Ronnie's had a kick.
15.
He's had a heavy contact. I'm going to say we've seen many times how this has played out.
Well, surely he can't play the pot here, can he? He's got it. Well, unbelievable. That was an amazing shot.
22.
James Cahill must have thought there was a chance to get back to the table, but this is a tough red coming up here. Another superb pot, needs to Mr. Brown for position. He's done that. He's on track for a big, big steal here. Sharp intake of breath from this packed Crucible audience, and I'm certain it was one from
25.
Ronnie. That didn't go in clean.
26.
Finished absolutely inch perfect on the pink. So it's red cover and the 6 remaining colours
32.
to take the lead at this vital time.
33.
He'd love to be straight on this pink, and he is, but take nothing for granted.
39.
This pressure, this tension,
41.
and you've still got to pot the balls. I always think the key for a clearance like this is from brown to blue. If he pots the
44.
brown, gets inch perfect on the blue, you can't see him missing. So this, to me, key shot.
$48. $53.
Just the wrong side of the pink. May have to play for the black in the same pocket twice across. Would you believe it?
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
He's gotten
53.
away with it. I think he's
Settle
just
down,
gotten away with
please.
it, John.
Well,
Thank you.
he came a little bit too straight. Does this pink cut? Ronnie trying to play the pink with lots of left-hand side, which caused him to miss it. I think this pink does cut, but it's mighty, mighty thin. And the cue ball will be running loose.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think he's trying to convince himself. The shake of the head tells us he doesn't think it cuts, but he's trying to convince himself. One in front, a good safety. One might be important, the difference.
Well, he'll know from behind the shot better, and the fact he's playing it, he doesn't think it pots, so Ronnie was fortunate not to leave the pink there. So it's all about this battle. James Cahill needs the pink to go 7 in front with 7 remaining. Ronnie O'Sullivan needs pink and black. But first of all, the problem of getting this safe.
That's a fabulous shot. Oh, sorry, my mistake. He's caught the knuckle. Now, has he got enough angle to get this cue ball down by topping it through, or is he going to have to go deep in the cue ball? Is he addressing it? Let's see, 1 in front then. He's coming round the houses, it looks like, going deep. Played it nicely. Where's the cue ball?
$6.
Tough black to take a frame. He almost certainly thought he'd lost.
Yeah, 2 bites at the cherry then. Can he take the first? What a big shot. It's there. What a frame for James Cahill to win in the end. It looked for all the world O'Sullivan was going to win it and go a frame away from victory, but it's the young man who takes it. He's 1 up with 2 to play.
Quietly, please.
What an incredible pink and black from Cahill to move to within 1 of the winning line. As we join it in the 18th, he's back at the table, no score.
Playing the return back to ball. Got to be careful he doesn't knock a red towards the right corner. Oh, and he's caught it wrong. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who gets the first chance. Now Ronnie will be disappointed in the last frame when he missed the pink. Can he put that disappointment behind him and concentrate on the task in front?
1.
Worst way, I think he can get to the
7.
red that's closest to the left middle pocket. The reason I say that, he'd like to play the red just above the black, but he's slightly hampered. Clear path to this one. Just got to control the cue ball because it's travelling a distance. Needs to miss the yellow. Has done.
8.
Not perfect. Straight on the green is not ideal.
Yeah, clever shot that. Played for the loose
11.
one. You overcook it, you got the two together and trying to develop that pink spot area. So I'm going to have to work off blue just for the minute.
12.
That's not a very good shot though. For once, O'Sullivan lands short.
It's all about pace. Well, he's on this red. And just about got a
17.
little bit of work to do with the cue ball though and using the rest. I'm actually amazed how good he is with the rest considering he plays most shots left-handed. Cued it well. He won't mind being on the green.
18.
He'd prefer the green to the blue, just stun round off 2, 3 cushions, play for the red on the right-hand side of the table, or the one just above the black. It's not a typical Ronnie O'Sullivan break, this, because the black's slightly out of commission. Well, he's thinking blue. Must have seen something below the pink that's available. I think the 2 reds just below the left-hand one of those probably goes, and he
23.
thought if he could get on that, he could play for the pink in the middle, but he's just run through a little bit too far. And once he
24.
got in that position, always going to be tricky. Now, you would say a good safety shot order of the day, but no hesitation playing the blue. Can he miss the kiss on the green? No, he can't.
$29.
Just all-out attack. Tremendous pot. But surely he's got to play safe now.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. Surely he's not taking this blue on. I mean... Oh, what a shot that is! Oh, my goodness. The 2 best shots in a row of this championship
35.
so far. Talk about pushing the boat out. That was like
6.
pushing out the cruise liner.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, he's pushing his talent to the limit here. I don't think anyone argues the greatest player has ever picked up a cue, but he's really asking everything of his ability. He's refusing to back away from any shot. It's admirable, but it's risky.
41. $42.
This red just to the left of the black is available, should he want to play it. But decided to play the cannon. Oh, and that's what can go wrong.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
He's been
42.
unlucky not to
James
run into the
Cahill, 5.
corner. The question is, what has he left? You've got to say unlucky. But you always take a risk when you play cannons at that pace.
Yeah, the switch again. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful with your opposite hand. And had the presence of mind to play the cue ball into bulk, which meant he could strike it more positively. Still thinking properly, James. They're all there. But boy, his heart will be beating to some
4.
tune. As I say, they are there. Now, drop nicely on this pink. Just find a little gap.
Five.
Nice touch. Well played. Good signs for the rest of this visit.
You'd love to be brave enough to play. He's not going to do it. I was going to say you'd love to be brave enough to play for the red behind the black spot off that pink, but I don't blame him. He's trying to
11.
get back in it before tackling that difficult last red.
Just about got the angle on the blue where he can screw back, leave himself a straight red to the right corner, and then be able to play for the pink.
18.
This frame and match is in his hands.
17.
Can he hold himself together?
18.
Now, does he have the angle to possibly play for the red this time, the difficult red? He's coming round to have a look at sort of angle in this. It may just be too low of straight. Yeah, he can't play on the low red. Two massive shots coming up now.
Sure.
What do you do here, John? Top side of blue?
24.
Well, you want an angle on one of them to drop on that awkward red. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, has his race been run? Or will he get one more chance?
$25.
Played for the blue. You can see on the expression on his face come too straight. He's not going to be able to get on this last red now, so maybe a plan will be to just either play a safety come snooker here. Well, he's looking at the brown, but that's a big shot to play at this stage of a match. Well, he's going to play the brown, swing it round off three cushions. Massive shot. Good pot, good line. Good length. It's no gimme this red, but it could be a possible frame and match winner.
Yeah, this red is the biggest shot of his life. Stealing himself.
30.
Tremendous pot, perfect on the green. And now up to and including the pink for an unbelievable
33.
victory against what everybody says is the greatest player that's ever lived.
35.
He said when he drew Ronnie in the draw, he was relishing the opportunity to play Ronnie at the Crucible. And just 4 pots away from achieving a dream.
38.
3 pots away.
$42.
Inch perfect on the blue. Ronnie's race surely is run. People will criticise Ronnie O'Sullivan for his performance in the first session and shot selection, but every credit to this young man, this pink, for an unbelievable victory. In it goes, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, the #1 player in the world, the greatest of all time, is out, and James Cahill has proved one of the biggest shocks ever here at the Crucible Theatre. He storms out the arena. What a performance, what a victory. He beats Ronnie O'Sullivan 10 frames to 8, and he's in round 2.
People here are absolutely stunned, especially after the fantastic season you've had. At times there you look tired and out of sorts and as though you were struggling to stay awake. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm just feeling, all my limbs feel really heavy, legs, arms. I feel absolutely shattered, just drained really, I had no energy. Was just struggling to just stay awake. You know, I haven't got no visual sort of stuff. I just feel like absolutely horrendous, to be honest with you. Yeah.
You'd never lost to a debutant here in the first round. Were you surprised at how unintimidated he was by the context and the occasion and the opponent?
Well, there's 2 ways you can look at that. You know, you can look at it in a way that he's come here and played brilliantly and fair play to him, or you can also look at it and say, I kind of left him, pretty easy chances and allowed him to gain some confidence. And so there's 2 ways you can look at it, but whatever way you look at it, you have to give credit to him that he got over the line.
It's still sinking in, to be honest with you. I've not really had much time to sort of let it sink in from obviously all the interviews and stuff you have to do afterwards. But that's the best win of my career so far, and against one of my idols as well. That's I can't describe the feeling. I've got a lot of respect for Ronnie and the top players. Obviously you look up to these players as a junior and stuff, and that's where you want to strive to be. But it's a fine balance of looking up and respecting these players to know that you've got to beat them, and you can't have that much respect for them. So you go out there and you can't beat them, and I think that's the problem that a lot of people have. So it's getting that balance right, and I think I've got that balance quite good. Yeah, I've gone out there and I've played today, especially. I've stuck to my own game. And it's easy to get, I think, caught up in Ronnie's game and whoever else's game that you're playing. And I'm just pleased that I managed to stay on track and stay focused on what I needed to do, yeah. Everyone's just messaging me left, right and centre. My phone's non-stop, honestly. I just feel like throwing it in the bin, to be honest. It's, it's so bad. But, I'm grateful for everyone's support and, all the fans, all the, my family, my friends, my sponsors, Without them, we're not having this conversation. So, yeah, thank them.
An unbelievable result, and one man hoping to take full advantage of Ronnie's early exit was Judd Trump, because they had been due to meet in a potentially seismic quarter-final. But first, to his opening opponent, Tepchaya Unnu, the reigning snooker shootout champion. This one wasn't destined to be slow.
Excellent opening pot from Judd Trump. His cue power is phenomenal. He's got more cue power than anyone in the game. He can play shots that no one else can play.
Not really been close yet. He is with that one.
Excellent. That's more like the quality of safety you're going to have to produce in this match.
He could have played the shot.
Knock it in. It's there. What a fantastic contribution with Judd Trump. A wonderful break. The highest of the tournament so far. A 1-4-1 from Judd Trump.
Well, no hand raised, but I'm telling you, did not play that pot there. He lands in the green. This will be a shot. That's ridiculous.
24.
That is ridiculous.
Yep, that's a shot, all right. Good luck with this one, because if you don't cue this straight, you will be missing it. It's there. Well played. Oh, what a pot that is. Take a bow. That was fabulous. Oh my goodness. This boy's fearless. What a pot. That China News been very impressive. And the second favourite for this year, champion Judd Trump, is under the cosh.
2 hours, 4 minutes for those 9 frames, and Judd Trump will have to be quick off the mark when they resume tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Well, one match that took a little while longer to get to a conclusion earlier this evening involved Dave Gilbert up against Joe Perry, one of the tightest of the first round encounters. Gilbert hung on from his 6-3 overnight lead, battling the man flu to win 10-7. His reward, a second round meeting with the defending champion Mark Williams.
Well, I've not been here for the last couple of years, so getting back here as a seed was great because, you know, first of all, I'm not guaranteed to come through the qualifiers, so it was nice to know I was going to come here. I think Joe was probably one of the worst I could have drew out the hat, and you know, neither of us played great. I think Joe probably looked like he was going to play a bit better than me at times, but no, delighted with the win.
Well, now to a mouth-watering match between two former world champions. Stuart Bingham lifted the crown in memorable fashion in 2015, and he stormed to the first session against Graham Dott, 8 frames to 1. But you rule out Graham Dott at your peril. And the Pocket Dynamo, who won the title in 2006, took the first 3 this evening, including a century and 2 breaks over 70. Then Stuart Bingham took the next to move to within 1 of the winning line. But still, Graham Dott dug in for 9-6. And as we join it in the 16th, it's a huge moment, Bingham already having missed twice.
I have to warn you, if you played foul and miss again, you will lose the frame. Okay.
There you heard it. He's taking a chance here. He's lost the frame.
Foul and a miss. Graham Dott 4 and the frame.
Well, I cannot believe you would risk that playing at that speed. Okay, it may have
Ladies and
just
gentlemen,
rolled
settle
off,
down, please.
but it could roll
No, the table's
over on a
still
finger
playing,
mark
thank
or
you.
anything. So without having to do anything, Graham Dott has won the frame, and he's now just 9-7 behind. What will happen next?
So 9-6 became 9-7, and then amazingly, from 8-1 down, Graham Dott managed to force a decider. As we join the action, it's he at the table, trailing 14-0.
Yeah.
Now then, he may decide to pot this black, playing with stun and lots of left-hand side to career into the cluster of reds. He could just drop it in and play for the red near the top cushion, but this is a chance. You trust a little bit to luck, but maybe worth the goal. He did play it. Could have worked out better. He's going to have to play the red with the rest to the right corner.
Yeah, Graham Dott played the shot that Stuart Bingham should have played.
8.
a frame or two ago. And he potted that long red and was perfect on the black. Good aggressive shot there from Graham.
Big shot, this. Well, played it beautifully. Okay, could have done with coming a little bit further. But with that red in the other half of the table, doesn't have to do a lot here. The blue is potable and not a lot to do with the cue ball. Nicely dropped in.
14.
Now, if he can't hold for the blue, he looks to have a nice angle to run on and off the top cushion for the black. And the black's available into both corners.
15.
Just an inch away from being perfect on this black. I'd like to play a cannon on the two reds directly above the black. Well, he's playing topspin. He's leaving himself from distance. The next red. Ooh. Wow.
Graham Dott, 15.
Take nothing for granted and a deciding frame in the World Championship. I didn't expect him to miss that, though. I've got to be honest with you.
I think if he'd played the cannon off the black, I don't think he'd have missed it.
But as you implied early on, Stephen, it doesn't look as though Stuart Bingham's got much left in the tank.
Yeah, that was an incredibly short backswing. Stuart's got to somehow realise that Graham is in under as much pressure. Okay, the feeling's not the same, but he's still under a tremendous amount of pressure in this final frame.
Nine frames all and just 1 point in it. Pacey. Anything can happen now. Literally anything.
The red that Graham's looking at to the right corner, he wants to take on, but the red on the black cushion and near the black cushion is causing him problems. That's why he's pointing with his cue. And he wants to see what line the cue ball is going to take after potting the red.
What a tremendous pot that really was. Needed to slow up to be on the pink, and it has done. Just can't reach over. And the problem is, if you get the long rest and put the longest extension on the cue, it's very difficult to get the sort of pace or judge the pace that you would if you had your hand on the table, but no other option. Didn't have all this in my day, you know. We had those wobbly cues with Yeah, fruit pastel tips, they were, yeah. Easy enough pot, but position is going to be tough. Well, he's missed the yellow, which certainly helps.
Thank you.
I saw a referee the other day when he had the long rest, said to the player, you've got to take the rest off. Jan Verhaas didn't bother there, he picked up the rest. More or less saying the onus was on the player to get the equipment off the table. There's nothing easy at this stage of a match, and this is tough in normal circumstances. He's left the red.
Dot 7. Yeah.
He throws his head to the heavens again, but when you miss and you hit them at that pace, the balls can end up anywhere. Another chance for Stuart Bingham.
One.
He wants to screw the cue ball down this right-hand side of the table. Choice of 2 reds to the left corner pocket. Wants that cue ball to stop. He's on the red, but I think he has to go back up to the bulk end again.
Yeah, and a bit more difficult, of course, because the blue not on its spot. But at least this pot in this red will make the other 2 available, clearly available.
6.
This cue ball needs to slow up, though. Needs to slow up. It's just about hell for the green.
Yeah, it's a lovely angle in the green. Certainly didn't play for the cue ball to be here. The 2 reds in the pink spot. The bottom one's available, I think, to left corner. And he's overdone it again. He may be able to use the other red. He can play top spin, use the other red to get the cue ball down for pink. Pots this, gets on the pink. He's given himself a fantastic opportunity.
Ten.
Can he hold himself together? 2 points ahead. Can he find 8 or 9 pots? A little bit surprised he just didn't drop the pink in for the red. It's near the black cushion there.
Well, that was the shot to play, but 16. I think he's just got that tension in his arm. He'd rather push it through firm rather than just drop balls in.
Be a good shot to hold for pink under this pressure. In fact, he couldn't.
17.
Doesn't make break building any of the easier when the cue ball's going up and down the table as it is. It's easy to run out of position, although having said that, nice angle on the green.
With every pot, Stuart Bingham will slowly start to feel that little bit more confident they can do this.
20.
This pink to go 19 points in front, so he will still need the 3 remaining reds.
Played that nicely. Still got a nice angle in this red. Just to stun up for the pink to the left corner again. He wants to be high though. Doesn't want to be short on this and have the cue ball going up towards the bulk end. But he's got a nice angle in the red. So higher than straight he wants to be here. Just under hit it. Can he come off the left-hand side cushion,
28.
one cushion, and play, well, choice of 2 reds actually. If it's the red near the black cushion, he'll be playing for that into the same pocket as the pink. Played it pretty well, but what's the angle like in the red?
34.
Not the best. No, not the best. He'd rather be straight than just off straight the wrong side. He checked the scoreboard before the pink. He knows he needs these last 2 reds to clinch victory.
$35.
Well, looks like now birdie the pink into the middle, then play safe. Okay, I suppose you could roll up behind the pink, play the snooker, and hope that your opponent leaves you a shot in the red. He only needs the red. That's what he's gone for. So he's just praying that Graham
Stuart Bingham.
He'll hit the red, Graham. It's easy to hit. But
35.
just praying that he's going to be left the pot, Stuart Bingham.
27 points, the difference. 35 remaining. The age-old story. Hit the red, and can you get it safe? Stuart Bingham has gambled. He doesn't. Oh, and he's gone round it.
Foul. And a miss. Stuart Bingham 4. No free ball. Yeah, back.
Miscalled, having it replaced. Same problem, but of course if he doesn't hit it this time, he'll be 35 points behind with 35 remaining. Unbelievable. You don't think you can go round the back of a shot like that.
Yeah, I think he was trying to clip the red so send the cue ball up the table. Now the problem is he can't afford to try and play so exact this time. He's just got to hit the red.
Got to get it safe.
Thank you.
Will the yellow come to his rescue? Well, he's got it safe. He's got it safe. 31 points the difference. This is a bit heavy, but it stops short of the middle pocket. Well, Graham's getting down, so not quite the snooker. Oh, didn't want that kiss full ball on the green, so here it is, Stuart. You led 8-1, you've been dragged back to 9-all. This red for frame and match.
He doesn't want to miss this pot and take the blue off the cushion, so he'll probably play this round the angles, which makes the pot more difficult. What a pot, Stuart Bingham. After what he's gone through tonight, that's a fabulous pot in the red. He's 8-1 ahead. Surely he's not going to lose this lead, John.
No, 32 points of difference now as we see that red going again. This pink for extra insurance.
Stuart
But
Bingham
he's
1.
missed it. But for 2 snookers, he's scrambled over the line and he's in the second round. That pink, well, he's missed easier shots than that tonight. But Graham Dott needs 2 snookers here. And I don't think he's going to get a chance to play for any more. What a battle he's put up, Graham Dott. it looks as though it's all been in vain. Surely it has now. And Stuart Bingham will be breathing a big sigh of relief. I, like Stephen, didn't think he could come through this final frame, but he has.
Yeah, to be fair, he needed a little bit of help from his opponent, being set up with that easy red to the green pocket to get him going. But still, he found the character from somewhere. From where, I don't know.
3.
3 snookers was required, so Graham has decided that if he could pot the green and brown, 2 snookers on the blue, that's what would be needed. That's why he played the pot on the green.
He'll be so deflated right now, Graham Dott. What an effort he's put in. As you say, John, all in vain.
So 27 points behind, 18 remaining, 2 5-point snookers to be able to win. Don't count this man out, whatever you do. Well, he tried almost impossible shot, and he's left the, and he's put his hand out to shake hands with Stuart Bingham. What a match! And you've got to feel no matter who lost it was going to really feel hurt. What a comeback from Graham Dott, and he had standing ovation for both players. Graham Dott in particular, Stuart Bingham, well, he'll be mighty relieved. He'll sleep well tonight, but he's in the second round. He beats Graham Dott eventually by 10 frames to 9. What a game.
Felt good, obviously, first session, punished sort of every mistake Graham did, and it was like the total opposite tonight. He took the game to me. He obviously great player. And I've won that in the end. I ain't got foggiest.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think anybody that loses in a deciding frame, there's frustration there. I think I've actually lost a lot of deciding frames this season, but a lot of them I've not actually had a shot. At least that one, I made a mess of it. So I mean, I got in. It's every snooker player will tell you just want a chance, and I had one. I had a couple of chances and didn't take advantage of it. So it's my own fault.
One other match to bring you up to speed with, involving Mark Allen against one of 5 Chinese players to come through qualifying. Zhu Yuolong got off to the perfect start, 5 frames in a row. The 2018 Masters champion Allen under huge pressure. They then shared the next 4, but he's got it all to do when they resume tomorrow afternoon at 2:30, trailing 7-2. Well, that's just about it. But if you still haven't had your fill of action, we've got Snooker Extra following immediately after the end of this programme. And then come and join us again tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock BBC 2, the concluding session of Judd Trump against Tepchire Unnu. The ace in the pack has it all to do. And on the red button, the first instalment of Barry Hawkins against Lee Hang. All this on the day the amateur Cahill came and conquered the King. And for once this season, the rocket failed to ignite. It was the Sheffield shock to end them all. From everybody at the Crucible, good night.